Vikings versus Saints, Christmas Day, two teams that are just the bestest of friends. I'm sure we're going to see a very friendly game on Friday, and regardless of whoever wins, I'm sure they're going to have a quarantine steak dinner together. No, these two teams, they absolutely hate each other's guts, which makes it more entertaining. And I want to start with the Saints defense first, because we already know about guys like Cam Jordan, great edge rusher, Pro Bowler again this 2020 season, but something that I think is either very underrated about Cam Jordan's game, either that or I've just been oblivious this entire time, is that for the switch plays. So instead of handing the ball off to the running back or the quarterback just staying in the pocket, let's say it's a screen pass to Cam Jordan's side or a jet sweep to Cam Jordan's side. Either way, Cam Jordan does a really, really good job of resetting his feet, maintaining his balance, and then shifting his speed to whoever the hell the ball carrier is. And then the opposite side, right end, Trey Hendrickson provides an extra punch on the opposite side of Cam Jordan. I mean, the dude basically swims that inside arm to get leverage against the left tackle and uses his speed to close out against opposing quarterbacks. And then the next level, nice 1-2 punch at linebacker, Demario Davis and Quan Alexander. And then at the secondary, we know about guys like Marshawn Lattimore, but the secondary, they can close. In fact, the entire defense of the New Orleans Saints, they can close on the football. They are fast. They are going to make you work and earn every single yard that you are going to get. In fact, going back to the secondary, against the Chiefs last Sunday, we talk about closing on the football. 3rd and 15 in the first quarter, Patrick Mahomes throws a deep pass pattern to McCole Hardman, who has C.J. Gardner-Johnson beat. I believe he's the backup safety for the Saints. And we talk about closing on the football. Dude was beat, but C.J. Gardner-Johnson just launched his body, was completely horizontal in the air, and gave that extra punch necessary to force the incomplete 4th down punt. So, what do the Vikings need to do? The Vikings need to be on their P's and Q's in regards of timing. You can't be a half second too early or a half second too late, because New Orleans, they will close out on the football. So if you're Kirk Cousins, you can't afford a tight butt in this game, because when your receivers, when they make their break, and if they're open, get it to your receiver. If not, if you wait too long, it's like, I don't know, go to your second or your third read, or get outside the pocket and throw the ball out of bounds. In fact, talking about getting outside the pocket, the last couple of games, 5 or 6 games or so, Kirk Cousins has really channeled his inner Lamar Jackson. He's going to need to do that again, expecting the offensive line, the interior anyway, to break down. I expect it to do so again. And then going to the Saints offense. Last Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs, Drew Brees, who previously missed his last 4 games, made his return last Sunday. And when you miss a month of football, you're just not going to be yourself. He was either way off target, or he was forcing passes into super tight coverage. If he's going to be that same guy I wouldn't expect that to be the case. But if he is, then I would expect maybe Jeff Gladney to get his first interception. But you have to expect that he's going to get better, another week of practice. And their offensive line is really, really, really good. So our defensive line, which is super poor in the pass rush and against the run, which, by the way, Alvin Kamara, with Drew Brees returning, this is going to help Alvin Kamara. You need to stop Alvin Kamara, because if you can, dare I say, and assuming if Drew Brees is what we saw last week, maybe he needs another 1 or 2 weeks to get back up to speed before getting into the playoffs. But if he's going to be that guy, and if you can stop Alvin Kamara, then dare I say you can maybe force Drew Brees, give you the advantage if you're the Vikings defense, to force Drew Brees to beat you with his arm. Especially since there's going to be no Michael Thomas, but they still have playmakers on offense, because Taysom Hill, listen, he was a starting quarterback the previous 4 games before last Sunday against the Chiefs. But as the Vikings, as we saw in the wild card round last year in the Superdome, whenever Taysom Hill entered the field as that gadget player, situational plays, listen, he gave us all sorts of problems. So you have to be on the lookout for that. Jared Cook is a very underrated tight end, and they still have Emmanuel Sanders. But overall, I would say just because of the defense of the Saints alone, and with our porous offensive line, the Vikings have no shot at winning this game. They have no business of winning this game, which is exactly why the Vikings are going to win this game. If there's anything we know about this Vikings franchise, it's that when all of a sudden, when the chips are down and we all believe in them, and man, this team can be really, really good, go in there and raise all holy hell, that's when they let us down. It's like, okay, did you not prepare? Did you not practice all week leading up to this game? But when we're like, oh, it's over, just put a fork in the Vikings, they are done. They are not going to win this game at all. Mike Zimmer, I don't know what it is. It's like in order for him to win, to get his team up, it's like he needs the whole world to hate on him. You can tell. I know good and well. I don't know this. I'm just talking out of my ass. But you can tell Mike Zimmer, he has film, or he had film from the media or newspaper articles that says, look at this. The media, they don't believe in you guys. They said the Vikings are done. This is going to motivate us to beat this team more than ever. That is why the Vikings are going to win this game. Not because they're supposed to, just because they're not, if that makes sense. I'm going to predict a final score of 27-24, Vikings with the upset over New Orleans. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. We do this 3 times a week. Mediocre at Best Sports Podcast, Realistic Randy. Check me out on Twitter at realistic_Randy, Facebook at Realistic Randy. Next podcast will be on Saturday, reacting to Friday's game against the Saints. We will see you then.